Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about GitHub, what it is, why we use it, and we're also going to showcase my GitHub, some of the things that I do to make it pop a little bit, as much as version control can pop, I guess. And just kind of let you know, I have 21 repositories on there, so if you're interested in what sort of projects I've worked on, or if you've watched some of my tutorials online and you want access to the source code, here's where you can get it. Quick shout out to our sponsor, DevMountain.com. If you're interested in getting a new job and starting a career, might I suggest DevMountain. They've been sponsoring the channel for quite some time. I'm happy to tell you about how great they are and how you can get yourself a new fresh start. They got courses of web dev, design, iOS development, Salesforce, software Q&A. Check them out at DevMountain.com. So let's start real quick and talk about what is GitHub. And by the way, if you want to drop me a follow on GitHub, just to make it look like I'm doing something, you can go to github.com/pizzapokerguy. That's the OG. Some of you know about the OG channel name of Pizza Poker Guy, long before Coding Tutorials 360 existed. Anyhow, so GitHub, what is it and why do we use it? GitHub is a form of version control. What that basically means is that it's a way to store code as well as pull code down or copy that code, make changes to it, and then somebody can decide if those changes want to persist or not. And in my case, I mainly just use it to push out my repositories, repos being your code, parts of your code anyhow. And that's really what I use it for. Why is that? There we go. And so what sort of things do I have in my repositories? Well, recently, I've been working on a vote app. You can see this is in TypeScript. I also have a Chrome extension called CodeMeme that whenever there is an error, injects a Glyphy cat, which is that cat with the rainbow behind it. I have a AngularJS portfolio site that I did for a friend of mine. If you go to, what was this, vansparrow.com, I think it is. So if you go to vansparrow.com, you can see it there. I have the source code for that. This was a fun project. This was I took a template and I altered the template and then I added my own content, made it a little bit more spicy. But that was what the Vansparrow repo is. I have the certificates. This is something I think is kind of nice, and I'll be doing more of, and it's something new that I've started doing recently. So I have an entire repo of just certificates that I've earned from Udemy, from SoloLearn, Free Code Camp. I still have a couple more I need to add on here, and they're just, for the most part, pictures. Okay, well, here is an example of Traversity Media's Angular 4 front to back, 8.5-hour course on Angular. And as I continue to do Udemy courses, I'm working through a few. I'll add them on here. SoloLearn front end, Free Code Camp's front end certification. This is something I think is kind of nice, and I should do a better job on the README. I added this the other day. See here's my front end certification. Where's my name? This should have my name on it. I'll have to go back and check. I wonder if the beta messed up something. I'll have to go back and pull it out. But SoloLearn certs as well. This is something new that I've done on my page here. I think it's kind of a cool thing, and I encourage you to check it out. Front End Assessment 1. This is actually a, if you guys want to see what sort of things I got tested with for a potential job, that is a assessment test that I did. Markdown Previewer. This is a React project that I did that when you run it, it allows you to preview Markdown. Which is kind of cool. Camper Leaderboard. This is another React project for Free Code Camp, where they're using the Free Code Camp API or an API to I don't know if it's actually Free Code Camp's API, but Free Code Camp's data, who are the top 100, top most active sort of people on Free Code Camp. Udacity projects. I think I didn't finish this one. My Reads is a React project that is the first project from the React Now degree program. Simple Weight Converter is just a test project, nothing crazy. I think this is a duplicate. I might have made a mistake. Code Fights. So this is something that I think is kind of cool and fun. And this is I actually took time to write the repo for this, which is more so than I normally do. So I have to go back and fix this. But this is actually right here links to a playlist of all my Code Fights algorithms. And so you'll see here, if I go, it's broken up into sections. This one shouldn't be here. But if I go into, I don't know, intro, you'll see that I have add and then add MD, for instance. These should actually be folders so that the README page displays easy enough. But essentially it has the video to link to the algorithm solution. It also has the what it is we were trying to solve. And then if we were to actually go to the function itself, and it looks like last time I did this was 6 months ago, so you'll see that we have our little comment here, and then of course some code here to show. This is a relatively simple one, right? We're talking about adding two numbers. I think it might actually be the very first one. Let's see, is this one a better one? So this one's a little bit more spicy. So you can see here we're finding the median value, all that sort of stuff. So that's probably my largest one. Angular 4 projects was an introduction to what do you call it? Introduction to Angular. There's something like I was doing the Angular Heroes tour. If you go to the Angular documentation, I'd skip over that one. Exercise tracker. I don't think I ever finished this one. This was a React project on FreeCodeCamp that I was working on. URL shortener, another React project for FreeCodeCamp. Same thing with file size, another React project on FreeCodeCamp. Basic algorithms. I believe this is the basic algorithms from FreeCodeCamp. Right here. Yep. That's what it is. So you can see all the algorithms from when I did it 2 years ago. Oh my goodness. I'm sure that I should redo this for fun. Has it really been 2 years since I've done FreeCodeCamp's reverse to string? I probably would still solve reverse to string the same way. I might instead, there's a million different ways you can solve this, but what is this? Separator is equal. Oh my goodness. I must have been diving deep into Firefox documentation or Mozilla documentation to be doing some bullshit like this. That's funny. So that's that. Patreon.javascript. For a while I was playing around with the Patreon JS. I just pulled a repo down and see what I could do with it. FreeCodeCamp hikes development. And then of course the FreeCodeCamp I pulled at one time to play around with that repo. But yeah, so I mean that's really what's in my GitHub. I've followed a couple, I think. Oh, here's something cool. I'll show you guys this real quick. So there is a project where they actually make a resume based off your GitHub. And then we can just go to, so like, if you want to have a cool resume that you can submit that's auto-generated, it uses your GitHub data. So if we were to do mine, right, Pizza Poker Guy, it will auto-generate a resume page based off your URL, probably hitting some sort of GitHub API. And then it's, all right, this is it. Enthusiastic GitHub user. GitHub since 2015. Takes 21 public repositories, 104 followers. Here's my website. This is what I spend the majority of my languages in. It breaks it down by your repos, right? JavaScript, TypeScript, my most popular repositories. And it keeps going. People I've contributed with in the past. And then a little bit about this resume. Pretty cool thing. But that's my GitHub. If you guys are interested in it, I just thought I'd do a little thing about it. I would highly encourage you, even if you're not super active, like I'm not really active on mine. I still have some projects on here that I need to clean up. There's a couple of repos I need, as I've talked about, that I should probably delete. But it's better to have something on here just to showcase what sort of fun stuff that you're working on, showing that you're working on. And you can see I don't push too often to it. You know, I use Git every day at work, but in terms of personal projects, I very rarely start pushing things out just because I'm kind of a slob when it comes to that. I should get better. In 2018, I will get better at pushing to repos. Now, as a developer, any developer should have a GitHub. And they should have some code on there. And they should, you know, just to showcase their project so people can look at what they're working on, where they qualified to work on. Is this somebody I want to work with? So I encourage you to have an active GitHub, do a better job than I'm doing. But anyhow, if you guys are interested in any of that, go ahead to go github.com/pizzapokerguy. Check it out. Drop me a follow if you like, just so that I can feel better about my GitHub. I don't know what else to say. It's a vanity thing. It looks good to employers, I think. So I've been told, anyhow. But I appreciate you all. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share, support me on Patreon, and all that good stuff. See you next time. Bye, guys. Oh, hey, baby. I don't mean to brag, but I'm pushing straight to master. She just left. Hey guys, I just want to thank you for watching the video. If you're interested in checking out any of my courses, or you want to join our Facebook group, Code Tech and Caffeine, the links for that will be in the description. If you could drop a like and go ahead and share the video, that really helps out the channel more than anything else. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.